biggest noob mistake the world has ever seen in the Wixwell fusion. Dude, I thought I was like done with this fusion. I thought I could just fuse them whenever I wanted. I completely forgot about the fact that I've also got to get all 4 of these epic. Like, I had all of the rares ready to go. All of the copies of Teryx, all ascended up, all leveled, good to go. I totally forgot about the fact that I've got to max these guys up to level 50. And then max ascend all of these epic champs as well. So it's been a bit of a mad scramble over the past 24 hours to get them all in position. And it looks like we're going to be on schedule to get the Wixwell fusion done, but woo, geez, it's a good job I leveled so much 4-star food, just kind of in surplus, you know what I'm saying? Problem number 2, which we're going to be addressing in this video. Dude, we're going to have the sweatiest gear cleanse the world has ever seen and just make trillions of silver, and it's going to be awesome. And by the way, I feel like if you're a newer player playing Raid and you say, I don't know, 3 or 4 months in like I am right now, you might be getting to the point in your account where things like, I don't know, any 4-star item is just never ever good under any circumstances anymore. Any kind of flat stat item on like gloves, chests, that kind of thing is just not good anymore. Okay, and I've got a crap load of accessories as well that I've also got to comb through. I've just been keeping a whole lot of trash, and so we are going to be doing the gear cleanse of vengeance and just doubling our silver pile. And hey man, don't forget, if you're looking to start off a new Raid Shadow Legends account, maybe like a new free-to-play adventure or something like that, do so by clicking on the promo link down below at the top of the video description to start your fresh new account with a free epic champion and a whole bunch of starting resources, man. It's the best way to begin a new Raid journey. And you know what? I'm actually quite looking forward to doing something like that quite soon myself, maybe in like the months to come, starting off a fresh new account that's just completely free-to-play no matter what, and just seeing how far we can get. That could be kind of cool, man. But hey, that is a thought for the future. We are talking about the today. Okay, dude, let's crank some filters on this gear. So I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm just gonna be brutal as hell with this, starting with all of the gear pieces that can have like variable stats, right? So gloves, chest, boots, any of these that have primary stats that are flat stats. So I'm just going to go ahead and set the primary stats filter here to HP, attack, and defense. Any and all of these can just go. Dude, it's been way too long since I've gone ahead and done this. There's a lot of stuff that I've just crafted recently, I suppose, that we can just cleanse out here, man. Let's see how much silver this alone is going to get our hands on. My god, man. My noob brain still struggles to kind of comprehend whether or not this is good, but I just don't have the resources to be like re-rolling stats on boots, even if it's like a 6-star legendary like this. I just don't think I can justify it, man. I don't have no chaos ores. I think I've got like 2 on my entire account. And the likelihood that boots can just roll again into like flat attack or something and just still be garbage just feels way too high to me. Ruthless! We're just gonna scrap them, dude. Screw it. That's 3.3 million silver right off the get-go. We're just gonna do it. We gotta be brutal, man. We gotta be brutal. It starts with this. Next super easy filter that you can apply is, of course, gonna be weapons, heads, and shields. And again, weapons, head, shields, they all roll into the same stat every time, right? It's always attack on weapons, it's always health on heads, and it's always defense on shields. And so I'm just gonna sort these by rank and rarity, right? So I only want to see any 3-star, 1-star, and 4-star, right? I'm only gonna be keeping 5 stars and 6 stars. That's just a nice easy way to sort of get us started with the process here and just get rid of like just these piece of crap items that for some reason have upgrades on from back when I was like there's like tiers of noobery in Raid, right? There's when you've been playing Raid for like 2 or 3 weeks, okay, and you think that a 4-star green speed weapon is like awesome and worth ranking up to 12, and then there's where I'm at about now. Okay, let's just go ahead and knock all of this out. Dude, I actually put 12 levels into this goddamn regeneration set headgear here. The stats on this, I don't know if you guys can even see. It's got some attack percentage, some crit rate, and a bit of accuracy. The stats are abysmal. What was I doing, man? Like, regeneration, you just want as much health as possible, and, oh, for God's sake. Okay, I think that's one thing that we're going to cover as well. I guess we get into a bit more of the specifics of how you can actually judge a piece of gear as you're going through your gear cleanse as well, once you get into the more specific stuff. But right now, we're just taking care of the free wins, you know what I'm saying? The easy stuff, the stuff that we don't have to think too much about getting rid of, or at least I'm refusing to think too much about it. It's just trash, okay? I won't be using this gear at all in the future. I don't know why I'm holding on to it. Oh god. We arrive at the healing set shields. Here we go, boys. I'll see you guys in 2025. I should really get Raid Shadow Legends Helper, RSL Helper. It's supposed to be really useful for stuff like this.
Several months later.
Alright, there it is, boys. Another 3.6 million. Let's go ahead and add that onto my calculator, which I've got up on the screen. And alright boys, it is time to get into the weeds, man. What are the few rules that you should be bearing in mind as a newer player when it comes to completing your first gear cleanse and really just clearing out your artifact storage of all of the crap that you don't want? Well, rule number one, and I think the simplest rule, is just consider what kind of champion is going to be using the set that you are looking to cleanse, right? Let's use accuracy as an example because it is by far one of the most simple sets to decide which pieces to keep. What kind of champions do you want to put an accuracy set on? Well, it's obviously going to be debuffers, 10-meter controllers, just any kind of debuff style champion, right? What do you want at a debuff style champion? Well, they need to have a decent amount of speed, so they're actually attacking in first before your nuker and applying those debuffs before your damage comes in, right? If they're a 10-meter controller, you generally want them to be attacking in first and as much as possible as well, because what good is 10-meter control if you're attacking in after the enemy's attacked in? Obviously, right? So speed is key. And given that you're putting them in a bloody accuracy set, you probably want some flippin' accuracy, right? So accuracy and speed are going to be absolute premium stats for accuracy pieces. So we take this piece of headgear right here. It's a 5-star piece of headgear. Gah. Look at these crappy old stats, man. Crit damage, crit rate. I don't know, like put together these two stats are nice. If this was like a savage set or something where I just want to do a whole bunch of damage, this would be a decent rare helmet, right? Compare that to the headgear that we've actually upgraded a little bit here, and I'm waiting to slam on somebody. And dude, we double rolled into speed, third stat rolled into accuracy. Feels good. This is like an ideal 5-star accuracy headpiece. It's a bit of a shame about the crit damage, but you can't win them all, right? Overall, this is really, really good, and this is a definite keep. Whereas this headpiece right here, I don't know, man, probably going to be axed. Another example, kind of at like the opposite end of the spectrum, I guess would be like the Immortal set. Something that gives you plus HP and then heals you by 3% every turn. What kind of champ do you want this on? Well, probably an HP-based champion, right? Something like a Magna that we've got over here would do well with an Immortal 2-piece. And because this son of a gun is healing you by 3% of your health every turn, you're generally going to want as much max HP as possible on your Immortal pieces, right, on the champs that are using the Immortal set. So we are simply looking for example, chest pieces, we're just looking for percentage HP. This is only a 4-star piece here, but I'm holding on to it for the time being. Percentage HP, man, is what it's all about until we get towards the end here and we have like some defense percentage. There's a case to be made that maybe you could get away with defense percentage on an Immortal piece, because if it's on an HP based champion, obviously defense is worth more the more health you've got. So I don't know, we might hold on to that one. Attack percentage, on the other hand, yeah, there's no case to be made for this. Obviously not good. This is definitely going to be a sell. Another thing to consider that might take just a little bit of homework is just the overall viability of the set. At the end of the day, life pieces, offense pieces, defense pieces. I mean, defense goes a little bit further, I suppose. These 3 sets right here are just kinda trash compared to something like speed, dude. You'll be using speed forever, which, as you can see, I've been holding on to. I've still been holding on to too many, but I've been holding on to way more speed items than I have life items, just because speed is like useful forever, right? It never ever stops being good, whereas really the life, offense, defense sets, how long are you going to be using these for? Ideally not very long. You know, you want to cycle them out for higher quality sets as time goes on. Dude, that might be a video that I do soon, actually. Might get some tier list action going and just fully tier list out all of the sets and get your guys' take on that in the comments as well. Could be kind of interesting to do. And a fine little caveat to mention, which might not be super obvious to newer players, is that certain sets don't make any use at all of certain stats. The stun set and the toxic set are really good examples of this, right? They both apply debuffs. One of them a weak version of poison, and one of them, of course, would you know it, has a chance to apply stun. Neither of these sets require accuracy at all in order to apply the debuffs, right? Any debuff that you're applying from items like this, right, from your artifact sets, never ever requires accuracy. So, even though we do have a 6-star toxic weapon here, which I guess I'll hold on to it, of course. The stats are overall pretty good. I'll be rolling this up. If, like, I roll this up to level 12 and all 3 rolls go into accuracy, then that item is bricked. it's just bummed out, okay? Because generally speaking, the accuracy is going to be wasted on the kind of champion that you're putting a toxic set on. Not all of the time. Not all of the time. But yeah, it would be a real kick in the nuts is what I'm saying, okay? Because accuracy, yeah, has no effect at all on the toxic set. So that's just something to bear in mind as well. And that's just going to come down to a little bit of game knowledge if you're even newer to Raid than me. But okay, man. TLDR, boom. We've got work to do, as Saruman once said. I'll see you guys when the silver's coming in. Jesus, my frame rate right now. Like, my FPS is tanking because I have I have over 1,000 items open right now. Dude, this is actually lagging me out. We gotta get to selling pronto. Like, dude, this is what I'm saying, man. Defensive pieces right here. We got some 5-star epic gauntlets. Give attack percentage as primary, man. It's just a complete mismatch for what you're looking for from a defense percentage set. You know what I'm saying? I think we just scrap them. Ruthless. Now it's probably a decent time to throw in there as well that if you're ever not sure about an item, just veg on the side of caution until there's an artifact enhancement event, then roll it up to like rank 8, see where the stats go, then make your mind up, man.
2,000 years later.
Go. We finally did it, boys. Okay, man. 9.1 million silver from cleansing the crap out. Look at my crappy FPS, man. Oh god, let's just get it done. 316 artifacts pulled. Let's scrap them, man. Okay, that was 9.1. I'm keeping count, boys, for the grand total. Alright, man, time for artifacts. This one should be much, much quicker, which, yay for me, because my eyeballs are bleeding going through all of this. Rings? Artifacts, that kind of thing? Sorry, accessories, that kind of thing? I think I'm just looking to try and match the primary stat with the substats. That's really it. So, like, an attack flat ring that gives attack percentage. You can't really ask for much more than that when it comes to something like simple like rings. That said, this is only 4-star, where I've got a lot of rings for a certain faction. I might just cleanse all of the 4-stars anyway by default. Same with the uncommons as well, even if they're decent, which this one most certainly is not. Defense, attack, complete mismatch, that's an easy sell. I think I'll also make an exception as well for accuracy banners. Even if it's a 4-star accuracy banner, I want to be very, very lenient with those. These Sons of Guns, kind of like gold dust, right? Accuracy banner is obviously very, very important, so I think I'll just hold on to those kind of no matter what. Okay, let's commence the cleanse. In fact, right off the get-go, let's just get rid of all of the 4-star rings and amulets. Kind of growing out of all of these, just don't need them no more. That's another 260k right there. And alright, we've also filtered out the banners here. These are all of the green banners that do not have accuracy as the main stat. So we're just going to go ahead and peel all of these out. Dude, these filters are so useful, man. I've been sleeping on these big time. Okay. Easy 700k there. Let's rake it in. What the hell are you doing here? Dude, how did you dodge my page? Okay, 750k-ish. And you know what? I can't be bothered to do anymore, dude. Dude, I've been here for like 2 hours, man, going through all of this, going through all of those items. Took so long, man. Like the more in-depth review that I was doing of all of the sort of primary artifacts. God, by the way, look at how painful these rolls are, dude. What is this? See these rolls in my goddamn mythical slayer weapon? Bro, I gotta reroll these stats, right? Surely to Christ. Triple roll into flat HP dude, that just makes me want to puke. Yeah. Probably should get around. You know what, maybe we'll just do that right now or like to end off the video. Either which way though, we did just make over 19 million silver on our account. Just like that. From clearing out the dross, from clearing out the crap, we're back up to over 50 million. Feels pretty good, man. 20 million silver just like that, just from putting the work in, freeing up inventory space. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it just feels really good once it is done. Dude, what is this? I can't rework it again. We've already used the rework attempt on this gosh darn Slayer piece, man. On this mythical weapon. How bad were the stats on this before? They must have been terrible, and they just rolled into, like, equally bad. Oh, God. Okay, maybe I screwed up re-rolling this somehow. I'm not sure, but... well... that's disappointing. Anyways, guys, hope that some of the tips that I shared in this video, if you are just getting used to raid and, you know, artifact management and all of that stuff, helped you out with maybe your first artifact gear cleanse. I'm sitting on full energy right now, so I got to get back to the grind to make sure that I don't miss out on the Wixwell Fusion. Before I go, if you haven't already, make sure to input the promo code GameLeap. Helps to support the channel, helps me out personally, and also gets you some free stuff in the form of 10 free experience brews, a free energy refill, and 100,000 silver, man. So why the hell would you not get it used? Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all did enjoy this one. If you are looking to start off a new raid account, As always, make sure to do so by clicking on the promo link down below at the top of the video description to start your fresh account with a free Epic Champion and a whole bunch of starting freebies. I've been Colb, you've been awesome, we made all kinds of silver, and I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later.